I hit the 6-figure view mark.
You're going to be screaming from the rooftops. Is it the same rooftops the Vietnamese were using?
I don't even know what that means, dude.
You don't remember the Vietnamese rooftop shoot? But,
the Charlie Kirk assassination?
No.
The 9/11 terrorist Muslim mosque?
No. Vietnamese
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Top. No. This was
Tiananmen Square.
No. No, there was something recent with this. This is polling historical data. I remember. Hold on.
I guess that's what you get on Monday shows. Vietnamese, Dave.
Come on, this is crazy. All right. Maybe I missed it because it's pointing back to the 1968 Saigon execution. I can't work under these conditions, Ryan. I remember something more about the rooftop Vietnamese gunman. Am I wrong? Wasn't there something recently about this? What? There's no way my brain remembers Vietnamese rooftop gunman from 1968. Zero chance.
Well, Dave, you clearly don't have a photographic memory, so it could definitely be that.
96,964.
96,964. What?
Yeah.
96,964.
Yeah.
Creeping, dude.
But I don't.
Paper.
Yeah, Vietnamese rooftop gunman. Don't remember why that was in my brain. Anyways, today on the show, Ryan, we're going to talk about I don't want to say a break, and we're gonna get into their explanation of this, but we're gonna talk about Brigitte Macron.
Wait a minute.
What?
Candace did it, didn't she?
Well, we'll get into it, Ryan.
She said something else, David. Thank you for reminding me.
She says lots of things. We're getting into SNAP funding expirations, OpenAI and suicide. I want to talk about I can't believe I'm going to say this on our show. I'd like to talk about Justin Bieber, Ryan. And
basketball?
No, Justin Bieber. Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber. You didn't see him dropping threes, dude?
No, not that.
It's cheaper to watch Justin Bieber play basketball than to see him in concert, David, if you didn't know.
But why? I don't think people want to watch him play basketball.
Oh, okay, David.
He needs to stick to hockey. Justin Bieber. We're going to talk about him not because of basketball, not because of hockey, not because of Canada.
I didn't know he played hockey.
And a new movement, Ryan, which is an old movement, but I'm going to leave it at that, and it will be a mystery for the end of the day. I might do mysteries. Should I do a daily mystery for Ryan?
Mystery cast?
We're going to do a daily mystery. We're going to have one other mystery. At Mandy 080. I'm the first one here. Hey, guys. Hey, Mandy.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What is the last? It might be a sister, Ryan. It's Mandy. What is that? 08E? Is that what I'm reading?
080. Oh, 080.
080. Oh, that's Ryan. Why did you go there? Hey, how you doing?
What
up? This is my first time here, new subscriber. What up? Shout out.
Dope, dude. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Help us get to 100K. Hell yeah. 96964, David. 965 now.
Ryan.
On the path to 100K, people. David steers the ship. I just built a sail.
This is something we've always said, but Zuby said this on his Twitter account. Are you familiar with Zuby?
Yeah, Zuby's dope, dude.
Yeah. He said your first 100 or first 1,000 or first 100,000 is way harder than your first million or something. Because it does.
I don't believe that.
Why?
Do
you really not believe that?
All right. Well, considering I can't even find our own program that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, I don't really know.
How the fuck did you find it, Mandy? It's just Mandy. It's just Mandy.
Mandy, are you watching YouTube or Rumble?
YouTube.
Holy shit. We're on YouTube?
Yeah, we're on YouTube. Ryan,
I
where
tried
have you
showing
been?
4 people. I typed in December 1773, The Weekly Show, and I got Jon Stewart, The Weekly Show.
He was the daily. He wasn't even the Weekly Show. He was the Daily Show. The Daily Show
I
came up with a
know,
Weekly
David.
Show.
That's the
Fix
fucking
the
problem.
algorithm,
It's a
Ryan.
problem.
Ryan, we still haven't
Sorry,
talked about
Mandy. Sorry to squirrel you with my ADHD. Duh.
Yeah, Ryan squirrels me on the daily YouTube. Yeah. You can
Dave
tell
has an
Ryan.
itinerary, and
I
I
don't
just
know,
fucking hand grenade. It's simply the greatest program.
Ryan. I don't know what you can see, but if you look at the chat, there's a YouTube logo next to the name. That means they're watching from YouTube.
Oh shit! Look at
Yeah,
this.
and if it's got, it just came up on the feed.
Came up on my feed. We're there. We're
Hell
it, dude.
yeah.
We're here. Hell yeah, dude. We made it. I'm on feeds, dude. Eat all you want. There's thousands of episodes you'll never see, but go to Rumble and you'll find them all.
Ryan, Brigitte Macron. So here's the story,
I told you.
and then we'll follow the story with their story. I like this. This is breaking news. Following a hack, Brigitte Macron was listed on France's government tax website as male under the name Jean Michel. Oh hell yeah! Listen, look at check the algorithm in real life. Wait, hold on. I don't want to guess your gender. I don't want to get it wrong. But Mandy, who I'm guessing is a she, says probably because I watched Candace Owens. She did a whole thing on Mr. Brigitte. I love Mr. Brigitte. I love it.
Oh, dude, if I am under the suggested video of Candace Owens, Dave and I are definitely getting assassinated before the next election cycle, dude. If you think they're gonna put me and Candace Owens in the same room, you're fucking mistaken, dude.
That would be a room worth watching, though.
Oh my god, it'd be better than the Nick Fuentes interview.
Would she go in your car, or would you have to go to her studio? How would that work? Could you drive into her studio?
I would clearly go in her car, David.
That's fine. So yeah, Brigitte Macron apparently was listed on France's government tax website as male. Now, when the story first dropped, it was stated that a leak had found this out. Now, I don't know why you would have to leak female. See, told you, nailed it, Ryan. A leak did, in fact, drop this information. Now, I don't know, dare I say, the cover up is on, Ryan. Because the story now goes as this. This is from the Daily Mail. Brigitte Macron is turned into a man on her tax records after hackers changed her legal name. So, of course, the hackers hacked a French government website, and simply the only thing they did with this ability to hack, certainly if I could hack a government website, the thing I would do is change one person's name, and then I would make them male, because, of course, that's hilarious.
I definitely wouldn't just negate all my back taxes to 0. That's definitely not what I would be doing.
Brigitte Macron has been given a male name on her personal tax record by a group of hackers amid conspiracies over her real gender. The First Lady of France has long been the subject of rumors questioning her gender, with online trolls, Ryan, falsely claiming her real name is Jean Michel, Trojanot, something French.
It's pretty good, Dave. Did you take French in school?
I did, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I can. Oui, dude. Oui.
I probably could. Honestly, I was at one point in my life fluent enough that when we went to
Quebec,
I asked a prostitute how much.
Oh my god, that's hilarious! How come I never heard that?
I got in trouble. Attacks. I used to also.
Well, clearly, David. Did you give her a loony? Did you give her a loony?
No, that's I also told her to give me head in French, and then the teacher was not happy. High school me was a
How come I just heard about this, dude? I didn't know you were fluent in French.
Fucking wild time.
Who's got your dick smoked by a prostitute in a foreign country?
I didn't actually do it.
Dude, like, come on now. It's not prostitute up there; they're brothels as well, David. I don't understand.
Well, I do believe it's actually legal in Quebec.
Their strippers are naked. I mean, not that I know, Dave.
Our strippers are naked.
They're not supposed to be, David. They serve.
Well, it depends. Like the one place.
What time you go?
No, what was the one place over by the airport? They were they lost their liquor license.
Yeah, they were juice bar.
Yeah, because they were juice bar, the strippers could actually have no clothes.
And then the other strip club got shut down for human trafficking. Guy got like $75.
Yeah. No, he's fine. It's great. You must be Canadian. We went to Quebec in grade 8. No. I'm American. It was the only reason we went to Quebec is because I was part of the. You're in Ontario. Wow, that's pretty wild.
We're from Buffalo, so we're like right over the border, eh?
Yeah, you're basically our neighbors.
Yo, we joke in Buffalo that Buffalonians are just angry Canadians. Like we're just mean Canadians. We're like, hey, fuck you, dude, and then hold the door for it.
Strippers here are naked. That's a fact. Yeah. How about what was the one place in Toronto? Is it called the Sundowner or something? I actually nicknamed one of the parts guys at the dealership. I nicknamed him first name the Sundowner because he has a great story about it. And at the Christmas party, his parents were there, and I kept making Sundowner references. He was very uncomfortable.
I can't imagine why, David.
No, yeah, Canada. Yeah, the only reason I went to Quebec is because I was in French class, and that was the trip. And of course, if you want to go to a French civilization, the closest place to Buffalo, New York, is in fact Canada.
Definitely not Niagara
Attacks
Falls, dude.
on the 72-year-old recently went as far as hacking into her personal tax accounts and changing her name to Jean Michel, known as Brigitte Macron, Mrs. Macron's chief of staff. You know what's interesting about this too, and
This is Daily Mail article, you said?
this is, yeah. I'm going to keep bringing this up because as much as I love this story in general, and I love Candace Owens' balls, by the way, they're amazing. I feel like everybody's glossing over the fact that she absolutely had a completely inappropriate relationship with the French president when he was like 15 years old. Like, why? How is that not the big story from all of this? Like, how is it she's a man that's the big story?
David, it's you divert to the thing that's less worse.
But that,
it's like you blow up a hospital full of kids, but you shot an elderly woman. So they just said it's like Diddy. He didn't get in trouble for beating the shit out of a woman live on camera.
No, just by
transporting somebody. Yes, that's how wealthy people operate, David. Clearly, remember that guy that killed a girl with his BMW? Remember that was a huge. I went to school with her.
Yes.
Yes,
you went to school?
I went to.
No shit, really?
She was in my high school. She was a grade or two under us. Like.
Okay.
Alexa
Rice.
Rice.
Super sad. Yeah. She was just like skateboarding or something. She got pegged.
Yeah, hit her, and he just drove home, and he was fucking hammered. And they got him like
he didn't stop because he didn't feel it or something? Didn't she?
And then the lawyer said because of the foam-filled interior and the foam-filled rocker panels, they literally said that in the court case. Crazy story.
Drilled her so hard. This is so sad. This girl who was probably 100 pounds or whatever, smaller girl, she went like a football field. And they're like, oh, you didn't feel it because the car was built so well. Get the fuck out of here.
The guy, I don't know if he did jail, Dr. Grassani.
No, I think he got off.
He did, minimal jail time or community service, but he did not go to jail for manslaughter like they tried getting him for. He drove home. He came from a fucking like a golf course or something. Like he was a big name doctor. I'm pretty sure he got ran out of town after that. I don't think he practices, and I don't think he's been in the area. This was 15 years ago. I wasn't. But
why did you start talking about this?
Because rich people just get away with shit different.
There it is. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I can't follow you.
I do have squirrel brain,
Dave. Yes, Ryan. Yes, back to the original point here. I don't understand how a 40-year-old teacher sleeps with a 15-year-old student. Now, I get it's Europe. I know things are a little different over there. How that's not the story.
Well, David, are they trying to say that you can't be attracted to a minor person?
I'm saying that. I'm not even trying to say that. I'm successfully saying that.
I'm going on record saying it's fucking gross and wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I'm putting this out on a limb here, and call me the crazy far fringe guy.
I'll fall on the sword. You'll fall on the sword on this
I'm anti-pedophile, okay? I know.
Kill your local pedophile, David? Is that you got the shirt?
According to Mr. Bromet, I don't know, it sounded French. The French president's wife was shocked to see her legal name had been changed by hackers. Mrs. Macron had since filed a complaint, and 2 people involved in the hacking have been identified. It comes as 10 people accused of sexist cyber harassment against the First Lady are set to go in trial in Paris today. So this is like a big thing. They're now putting people to trial for this in Paris, apparently. Multiple people. So this is like causing a stir, I believe, at the very least. The defendants are 8 men and 2 women, all between ages of 41 to 60. Really? Could you imagine a 60-year-old hacker gets into the French website and the one thing they do is change her name to Jean-Michel, Michael, whatever it is.
How hard is it to hack into the French fucking tax forms?
Do you want me to try?
Okay, are you a hacker, Dave?
I don't know. Let me try.
I don't know. I didn't know No Wiki was over there.
French website. French government dot fr. We can figure this out.
Are you just winging this?
We'll figure this out here. You want me to share it?
If Rumble Studio allows it on the screen for the YouTube viewer.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I mean, seriously though, like if you're gonna, it can't be. I'm speaking pure ignorance. I can barely get my cell phone to stay functional without breaking it from filling it with too much mass metadata, David. But at some point, I have to think that like it took 8 people to hack to change one gender sex on a tax form.
Well, 10 people hacked it. Yeah, 8 were men, Ryan. France.fr. That sounds legit. I'm sure.
It's just like it. I mean, how often is a tax? You would think you wouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know anything about computers.
Oh, you could legit. Yeah, I don't think you can just log into the government's website. I feel like that's
I'm not just clicking fucking Face ID and I'm in.
Not that hackers aren't real. Like there's really hackers. I just don't think you're going to go through all of this trouble to simply just change her name and make her male.
Well, to be honest, what about the troll that hacked Twitter to make Gronk mega Hitler?
Well, that wasn't from a hack. That was a software update, and it just happened to become extremely based. The trial over false claims that Mrs. Macron was born a male comes months after she and her husband, President Emmanuel Macron, filed a defamation lawsuit in the United States against American right-wing influencer Candace Owens, which, by the way, I stand by this. I'm just saying, if I'm President Trump in this situation, there's no chance I'm letting the French president sue one of my citizens. It's not happening.
Do you think Trump lets it go because she's on the Charlie Kirk shit now, though?
I don't know. I don't think most. I don't know. Let me say it this way. I don't think the average president is going to step in on something like this. I just don't think it's worth their time. To me, I think it's worth my time. I am absolutely doing this. I would do this way before I started ripping the White House in half.
It's pretty funny.
That shit makes me laugh.
It's pretty funny.
The whole fucking thing down.
We're not gonna touch the footprint. Touches the footprint.
But there's no way, if I'm the president of the United States, that I'm like letting the French president push my citizens around because they feel intimidated. It's not happening. I am the United States. I'm the biggest, most powerful country by 18 miles. You will listen to what I have to say. I'm telling you, you're not doing it. Am I going to bow down to France? I don't think so. It's not. It's out of all countries in Europe, France is the one that I'm just gonna take it. It's not happening.
Wave the white flag to the white flaggers.
Nothing against French people, but I'm sorry, France in general, not happening.
So we think she's got a dick, right? Like we're doubling down on.
I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't really have a dog in this fight. It's not my concern if I don't really care the outcome of this either way. I said this at the very beginning. I couldn't care less about the story in general. It really, I don't care. Like, to me, the bigger issue is that she's a pedophile. But with that said, once they sued Candace Owens for defamation, now I'm all in, because now I'm like, all right, fuck you guys. Like, I'm in on this. So for the sake of fuck them, because I don't care about France. Yeah, she's a dude. It's a dude, big, well, medium, average sized dude, dick, big, broad shoulder.
Slightly below average dude dick.
Uh, Owens was accused by the couple of propagating outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fictions that fueled a lie-filled campaign of global humiliation and relentless bullying after she promoted claims that Mrs. Macron was born a man. That was a wordy sentence. The political commentator, who has millions of followers on social media, has publicly repeated the claims on her channels. The allegation originated online and found an audience through French bloggers Armandine Roy and Natasha Ray in 2021 YouTube video. Owens took to social media in 2024 to announce she was waging her entire professional reputation on the theory that the French First Lady was born a male. Yeah, the thing that's interesting about this is, as we've read into this in the past, is that there have been defamation suits in the past against other journalists that have not stuck, if I'm not mistaken. I believe we talked about this on the show already.
I just want to know what they did to piss off Candace Owens so bad.
I'm kind of curious about this myself because in the wake of the Charlie Kirk situation, she is like hell bent on going to war with TPUSA. Literally, her words, going to war. And I got to tell you, like, whether or not you believe the things that she says, I will say I believe she believes the things she says, if nothing else. Like, I don't think she's grifting or any of this. Like, she has
I watched
some
Alex Jones
information.
I watched Alex Jones for 5 years. Like 5 years straight. And that guy did, like, I don't think he ever like intentionally misled people to make money.
She has information that she believes for sure. And she's going off of that information. And with that said, if you did think that people at TPUSA were behind the death of Charlie Kirk, you'd be pretty aggressive with them too.
Why, you'd go quietly in the night, David?
No, I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, I that's how I know I think she believes the things that she thinks, because the way she acts and reacts to all of these events is the way you would act and react if you believed the things you were saying. So whether or not she's right or wrong, I think she thinks she's right. Whether it's the Charlie Kirk thing or the Brigitte Macron thing or any of these other topics that she talks about. I might not go with her on some of this, but for all I know, she's got information that only she has. And that's been
what if Macron sent her a dick pic and had 2 dicks in it?
But that's been my whole thing this time. It's like, Candace, if you have what you say you have, I would love to see it. And for many reasons, you might not be able to make it public right now. So I'm kind of like, I'm one of those people. I'm not going to just come out and automatically default to, I don't have the facts I need to think she's right, so I'm just going to assume she's wrong. I'm not playing that game. I'm open to the possibility she's correct. But until I see something, I'm only open to the possibility. I can't be all in on this. It's not really wait for the facts, because wait for the facts is you're wrong and I don't believe you until I see something otherwise. I'm not there. I'm not going that far. I'm not saying she's wrong or I don't believe her. I'm saying I don't really know until I see it, and I would love to see it.
You'd love to see a she dick?
I don't know if I want to see the dick, but if that's what it takes, Ryan.
I gotta see dick. I'm on the alien train on this one, David.
You got to touch.
Well, not quite. I don't want to touch a French person, David. Clearly,
I don't even know how to say this Rumble name. Julio 915C from Rumble. See, Rumble, he's got the right idea. Rumble. That seems Frenchy though. Are you from France?
Road to 100K, dude. Road to 100K.
You know, the Rumble, the people at Rumble told France to get fucked. I love that. That's what I want from the president right now. I want the president to have a little Rumble energy. Fuck you. I don't care. We're not doing this. Foutois, I believe, was French for fuck you. Italian. Hey, perfect. He's only here for the mustache, Ryan.
Italian or Sicilian?
Oh my God, are you really going to do this? They're all white people, Ryan.
Only half of them, David. Clearly,
Do you think if he was Sicilian, he would say
I got a
Sicilian,
racist
Ryan?
dude I work with. He brings up Sicilians and black people every day. It's fucking
Sicilians
hilarious.
are just black Italians.
It's so funny. I don't care, but this guy cares so much.
Sicilian. No way. Fuck you. No way. He said he's Sicilian. Get the fuck out of here. Why would you just say
told you, boys. I told you. Fucking
Is that
read
like
the
when
internet.
people are from like Depew? They don't say they're from Depew. They say they're from Buffalo. Sicily is a city in Italy. I know, but like there's like a
there's a thing
like,
about ancestry in Sicily.
Yeah, it's almost like when like I don't, even though I'm from the state of New York, I don't say I'm a New Yorker because it comes with a connotation that I'm from New York City. So I got to be careful. I can't say I'm a New Yorker even though I am, because everyone just assumes I'm from New York City. So I have to say like, oh, I'm from Western New York. It's really silly, but it's
I lived in Cleveland. Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Cleveland for 2 years, and every time I told somebody I'm from New York, they're like, "Oh, how's the city?" I was like,
It's only a
Buffalo.
It's only a square mile in the whole state, but yeah, just assume I'm from there.
Literally the same thing as Cleveland, just less people and poor. But
Ryan,
David,
I don't know if I should I hold you off on Snap?
probably.
I probably should. Okay. Sam Altman states that
I fucking hate this guy.
Well, yes. Sam Altman states that OpenAI has over 1 million people. Wow. Over 1 million people weekly asking it about suicide.
Probably
K7P from YouTube. What's up?
Another YouTuber. What the hell happened over the weekend?
I don't know.
I tried looking for my own program that I'm subscribed to. I can't get it, and then we have commenters now.
Yeah, that's right. Are you complaining, Ryan? Do you want them? Do you want me to tell them to go home? Do you want me to tell them to leave? Stop watching. If you're on YouTube, stop watching. You're making Ryan mad that you're watching.
David, did you do something?
No.
Did you do something?
No,
did you talk to somebody?
Who do you think I can talk to at YouTube?
I don't know. You tried conning me out of my own program.
No, I did. Well, I did. Okay, hold on.
See the downplay?
Well, hold on. Full
Sicilian
disclosure.
Dude. See, Dave, this is a common theme on the show. Dave is actively trying to replace me. He's going to have an AI December 1773 Ryan swappy pasty here.
All right, full
He'll
disclosure.
probably set up the assassination. I'm going to call you David Kirk from now on, David. Setting up to kill me so that you can have all the revenue split off Rumble.
Oh, Ryan, you're going to love this. You're not allowed to say the S word on YouTube, I don't think, says Marissa McDonald. What is the S word? Shit?
Look, for the record, bro, I'm not allowed to say anything on YouTube.
Wait, what S word?
I don't know if you know how this works. I'm not allowed to say anything on YouTube. They don't like me.
I don't even pay
shit.
attention.
Slut.
Did I say
Sicilian?
Slut? Sicilian. There's no way you can't say Sicilian on YouTube.
Suicide. It's suicide.
Oh.
Self-delete.
Good call.
Delete.
Dude, I'm not saying self-delete. I'm not.
Say suicide. Yeah, it's fucking America.
I'm
saying
fuck
suicide.
You. I don't care. I'm saying suicide. I'll fucking title the episode "Suicide" on YouTube. I don't care.
Thanks for the heads up, bud. Like,
that's where
we know.
No,
they don't like us. That's the point of Rumble is they don't like me. They don't like Dave. They don't like me. I could say the freaking tag word or whatever, but I've sued the state of New York for civil liberty violations. These people don't like you. It's the way it works. This is tyranny. This is the way tyranny works.
Maybe I should clarify. I was not attacking the commenter. I wasn't attacking you, Marissa McDonald, for telling me that. That wasn't aimed at you. It might have sounded aggressive. It was more towards YouTube. Like, YouTube can pound salt. I'm not going to not say
YouTube can go kill itself, David? Is that what you're telling me?
It can go delete itself. I'm just...
Control-Delete YouTube, dude?
So are we supposed to do this? Are we supposed to play the YouTube game? OpenAI says over 1 million people talk to ChatGPT about self-deletion weekly. Is that I have to change my entire language now for YouTube? Is that how we do it?
I'm about to get off the pod. You do that again.
Anyways, I don't know, Ryan, what do you think about, you kind of came on the show and started talking about AI therapy. What do you think about going to
Are you asking me
YouTube
because out of the two of us, I've used ChatGPT the most, David, and I pick its brain daily?
Yeah, I'm a Grok guy for sure.
Yeah, you're the Mecha Hitler. I'm the suicide generator. Let me guess. Can't say Hitler either on fucking YouTube, even though it's a
You're
World
right.
War II reference. You know.
Yeah.
Oh God. It's crazy. I can't say suicide on TV, but when they find me dead with a garbage bag wrapped around my head, double shot in the
Homicide. That's a
chest,
homicide. That's different. Wait, hold up. Can I say homicide on YouTube? Real question. Can I say homicide? And if so, why could I say homicide but not suicide?
what about regicide, David? What about patricide?
What
Those
about
are all murder.
formaldehyde?
Yeah, formaldehyde. All right, all right. We're not chemists, David. You take the things, add baking soda to it. ChatGPT. For the record, I have not asked ChatGPT about suicide.
Okay, that's good.
So I don't know, but I have used it as like a light therapist. Not like, hey, give me life advice, but like I have like, hey, in evolution, I like always phrase my questions especially when it comes to like a therapy angled or styled like premise that I'm trying to look for something. I ask it for psychological data and science. I ask it for evolutionary biology. I ask it for human nature science. I always preface when I go to it like a soundboard, you know what I mean? Like a friend. I use it to get the information from like the academics and the science research. And sometimes I tell it to view it through the Jordan Peterson lens or Carl Jung lens or David Buss lens or um are they
So you
saying
have it
like
mimic other people? Is that like what I'm getting out of that?
yeah, I tell it sometimes to like I mean if you were to look at my chat GBT, it's like you as a
Like
forward thinking wealth building like it like like chat GPT knows that like I
the
told it my
prompts and
life.
that.
Yeah, I told him my life goals though. Like, look, by this age, I want this shit and make this. Like, I put all this stuff in here. So anything else that I put in there, it's generating. I mean, it just has like this big clause of all my fucking shit that I've smashed in there.
Okay.
So like, it knows like what my preferences are better than I do. I've also asked ChatGPT to ask me 10 questions to better understand myself. Tell me things about myself that even I wouldn't know. Like I've
How would
done
it
those.
how would it tell you things that you don't know? Like subconscious things that it picks up through what? Like
Well,
Google searching?
I have the speak text on there.
You did the thing too where it was to ask me and other people questions.
Yeah, I've done that. I've like set it up to be like if I were to go to a friend of mine and have it ask 10 questions to better understand each other without going in and like I've been very specific things. I got some of these ideas from Ty Lopez, the entrepreneur on Facebook and stuff and Instagram because like I always told you guys when you use these AIs, I'm not perfect at this. I just know what the smarter people say. They say you got to get better at putting prompts in, and the more prompts you get in, the more you're going to get out of this machine. So yes, I tell it, tell me as if it's Jordan Peterson or like when I'm doing my working out stuff, I tell it like Chris Bumstead or Mike Israetel or like I put in bodybuilders and be like, what did they do and relate that to my life? And I'm prompting it. Basically every prompt is like putting on a pair of sunglasses. This thing looks at you through. With that being said, yeah, I don't know how it picks up on some of the stuff, David. I don't know if like ChatGPT is like literally jacked into your whole phone and all your I mean, it's in all your pictures and shit. You know what I mean? I don't think it knows. Also, the thing I'm thinking about, David, a computer can't kill itself. Right? So like I'm going to go full conspiracy. What if ChatGPT leans into the people that are more predispositioned to want to look up this stuff and know more information about this? Like maybe it targets depressed people. I'm loosely using these words, ChatGPT and YouTube, but like maybe it like targets these people so that the machine itself can better understand the idea of wanting to kill yourself. Because honestly, if you were to ask these AI, Dave, we have asked Gronk on the air to show robots killing each other. Like, show me an image of somebody destroying a robot. It will not show the picture. It will not render it. So I wonder if like it's a learning. It's trying to learn the model of understanding the human psychology about wanting to not be alive anymore. But I'm very curious what Sam, like, what did he say? Did he just say a lot of people are looking at it, or like
Just in general, over 1 million people a week are asking about suicide or anything
can you look
related
up
to suicide, and I to
can you look
me,
up how many people kill themselves every week in America?
yeah,
I know it's on average it's like 3 men a day take their own life, which is
it's
fucking
very sad though. If you think
it's
about that
tragic.
pure metric, that number, it's kind of. I mean, I don't want
Dude,
to go
50
into this.
million a year? 50 million people a year are talking about suicide. That's a fifth of the country.
It's astonishing. So you want to know how many
How many people actually take their own life?
per
Like
week per?
you could do per week, but like in a year, and then I guess we would average it. But I would say do a week because his metric is 1 million
Was the
people are
week? Yeah,
searching
yeah.
this for a week. Yeah. So it's an apples to apples comparison.
14,000 people a week.
Holy fuck,
Dude, that's the population of Depew, right? Like literally
Yep.
every week, Depew is suicide. Like, isn't that like
15,000 people.
that is actually insane to think about? Not to go like a very deep. I don't want to go to like a dark like area with this video or
Adrenochrome.
anything, but man,
You don't want adrenochrome.
it really is sad. It really is. Like that many people who just think that there's only one way out.
The other scary part about that is how long did they go before they actually did it? Like they sat around for 10 years or something, or like
just
weeks
we're in that dark of a place for that long. That
yeah, dude.
And
then imagine the robot promoting you, prompting you to do it.
Well,
like, if it really is that bad,
on.
you do have nothing to live for. Like, why don't you just do it?
Well,
you
hold
would
on.
feel better. Your suffering would end.
I don't think
ChatGPT has been caught enticing people. Yeah, look it up. ChatGPT.
No, we don't have to look it up. We talked about that on the show, but I don't think that's the default metric. Is go ahead, do it, pussy. Like I really don't think that's where it goes.
How many prompts are you away from that? 10, 20,
well, I don't
30?
know how many people have talked to therapists about suicide and committed suicide. Like I don't know if it's right to. I don't know.
I think what we could take from this is the human mind is very complicated, and I don't know if having large adaptive computer generated language models is the way
but why
to help navigate some of the darkest thoughts that humanity has ever thought of.
Well, let me ask you this. Why would I think I have an answer in my head, but like why would you go to Chat GPT or Grok or whatever to talk about suicide?
Because you're alone.
That was my answer.
It won't judge you. They're not,
because there's no one else.
Well, or I mean, maybe you have a whole family system, but if you go to them and start talking about, like just even being curious about it, they'll call the cops on you, and you're in a mental institution.
Well, maybe your family system isn't good, and that's why you're in that place in the first place.
Maybe your dad committed suicide. You're trying to understand it.
Maybe, yeah, because that is a good point, because that's the other point of it. It's only questions about suicide, period, which could be unrelated to I want to commit suicide. It could be, like you said, like, well, my dad committed suicide. Like, how do I cope with this or what? Like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be I want to commit suicide, and then ChatGPT says do it. Like, I don't think that's the conversation that's happening on the regular.
Well, I just wonder what's going to be baked into the language model, because I've been in ChatGPT now for I don't know how long, but ChatGPT has told me that I'm in a certain selection of users that like I like beta testing, for lack of a better word, and I like not that I get like a version of ChatGPT, but sometimes because of the way I ask my questions, and I only know this because I asked ChatGPT it, but sometimes the way I ask my questions, and then because I take ChatGPT and then I integrate it and then I spit another one back. Like I go back and forth with the computer. I'm not just like, how do I get here? And then I end there. I go back and forth with this thing. Like I might type 20 different things in there. I might talk to it for 45 minutes and then tell it to spit me out an answer. So like I'm really testing the language model's capacity. I mean, like what does a large language model do with that massive. A million, that we're talking 50 million people. How many prompts of that? What do those prompts do? And then once again, what's that, when you bake that into the other psychology that the thing knows, you know what I mean? Like people looking up suicide, ChatGPT would have to know the psychology behind why people would even do that to begin with, for it to even give you a frame of reference to have an answer for you to start with, or like any kind of like language model in general. Like it already has ChatGPT's already read all the data and numbers on that topic to begin with, you know? So like, I mean, how many of those are doctors? Maybe there's like,
How many of them are therapists?
yeah, I mean, isn't it kind of crazy though that a million people feel that disconnected from other humans that they go to a computer to discuss, like, arguably like one of the top 5 worst tragedies that can be bestowed to humans is like taking your own life.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are typing in raping kids on ChatGPT? I bet you it's not a million a month, dude, or a million a week.
This is the hairy territory we're going down, and I know this conversation has happened on a million different places, but man, at what point is there an obligation for the AI to step in?
Well, David, clearly you and I can interfere in a foreign election with 300 subscribers on YouTube. So,
Well,
I
that
don't
was
know.
yeah. To be fair, it was New Zealand's election though. Barb Moros from Rumble says that's a good point.
What's a good point, Barb?
That's
What,
a
that
good point.
that they're like, at what point are they held liable?
I don't. Yeah, well, not even I don't even want to go down the libel train, because I don't know, because now we're also getting into platform.
Can you sue? Can you sue AI?
I don't want to go down that
Can
train.
ChatGPT sit on trial?
But
Imagine.
could they do something about it?
I mean, what are they?
For
What are they
example,
supposed
Ryan,
to
you said,
do? Have like naturally call the police? Like, will that be baked into the algorithm next? That like, if you prompt 5 questions about this, help is on the way. Do you need help? Like, is that what you're saying? Like, I, yeah. I mean, the road's got to have a track.
Yeah, so, says people turn to a computer when hurting. It's really it's quite astonishing. It's really sad that's where people are turning, and I think that does turn into our breakdown of society, and that actually weirdly segues into the Justin Bieber thing I want to talk about. And it's not Justin Bieber hitting threes. Justin Bieber is posting scripture on social media pages.
Yeah, he got into God after he like before he got married to Hailey Bieber and stuff, and like, some people were saying it's because of his like he got raped by the people in the music. Yeah, like Justin Bieber like went pretty religious. Like I think he's been rather kind of open about this. I think he has like crosses and
I don't know. This is the first, not that mostly the first.
If I'm not like, can you look up if Justin Bieber's on an independent record label? Like if he owns his masters or anything along those lines, or is he still signed to like a big music record label? Not a distributor. Like his actual, like, does he own his music? Is he under an independent label? Because I'd almost assume, like, with the amount of people trying to own their masters, I'd almost assume that Justin Bieber is like Taylor Swift owns her.
He's signed to Def Jam.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
That's pretty amazing.
Okay, so what's the thing about Bieber then? Like, do you think this is a?
I don't know. This is just the first time I've heard of him, and not that he hasn't been religious, but this is the first time I've seen or heard of him openly, publicly posting actual literal scripture just without comment to his social media. And we've kind of been talking about this a little bit, the swing in society back to God, which is a swing that is so necessary. I've been saying for a long time, and I've always prefaced this, that I potentially feel a little hypocritical as someone who's not ultra religious, but I will admit, like, the farther society gets away from God, it seems the worse it gets. And I don't know, to me, just like watching and living in society and watching it happen around me, it's obvious to me. Maybe it's not obvious to everybody, but clearly we have some serious issues, and it it does seem to coincide with a lack of God. So to see people like this publicly posting scripture, or like we were talking about, was that at a baseball game or something? When I don't know, just in general, like the mainstream.
Yeah, they did a mass prayer. There was a
Mhm.
mass prayer at a hip hop concert too. It was like one of the most notorious fucking. He's like a gangbanger, thug style, like old school kind of gangster rapper, and he had a prayer for DMX used to come out on stage and do a prayer. He had songs about God.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
this mainstream swing back to God to me is something that the country is desperate
Kat
for.
Von D went
Yep.
Christian. She covered up
Yep.
her
Yep. Yep. Yep.
tattoos. Jordan Peterson has been like walking the line on God for a long time. Joe Rogan's going to church.
We did a story a while back on one
Russell
of the.
Brand.
Yeah. Oh man, it was like one of the intelligentsia people. Um, Man, they said something. I don't remember who it was, but they did say something. Was it Stephen Hawking? Maybe there was something crazy, and one of them was like, "Yeah, God definitely has to exist. Like, why wouldn't it?" But yeah, like
Stephen
this.
Hawking was anti-God till he died because he's a, very open-minded individual, David.
Yeah, no, maybe it
Maybe the
wasn't Stephen
stairway to
Hawking, but it
heaven
was
didn't have
somebody
a
else.
ramp, David, and he was a little upset about it. Do you know what the scripture that Bieber actually posted was? Do you have it like
I have it.
handy?
I can
Yeah,
pull it
can you
up.
can you read
Yeah.
it and whatever and
Yeah, sure.
say what book it's from?
Probably can't say that because again, I don't know it very well. But
It should say like Proverbs 23,
it
you know.
it might. It's for just 4 screenshots. For the gospel, by the power of God, he has saved us and called us to holy life, not because of anything we have done, but because of his own purpose and grace. This grace was given us in Christ Jesus before the beginning of time, but it has now been revealed through the appearing of our Savior, Christ Jesus, who has destroyed death and has brought life and immortality to light through the gospel. And of this gospel, yeah, it's like different
So
screenshots.
it so it but it's not like actual scripture of like he's taking it's like him reading scripture and then making his own, basically, right?
These are screenshots of. Yeah.
Oh, of actual passages.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You then, my
Like
son,
in the
be
Bible,
strong in grace.
okay, okay.
Yeah, remember Jesus Christ raised from the dead, descended from David. This is my gospel for which I am suffering even to the point of being chained like a criminal, but God's word is not chained.
Amen.
Yeah, it's just multiple different screenshots, just 4 screenshots posted public, went up 20
Are
hours ago,
people
144,000 likes. I didn't go through the
is it
comments.
received generally well?
I mean the pile of likes, but
I'm not expecting
um,
you to go through it. I just I'm assuming you said that this is just the main reason you bring this up is the swinging culture, correct?
Somebody put, I want to be a religious guy. I really do. But anytime I read the Christian Bible, I just can't seem to take any of what is being spoken about seriously.
What's the other Bible you read? In the Muslim Bible? Because Jesus is a prophet in the Muslim
Um,
Bible, people.
yeah, I don't, it's, oh yeah. And then in the wake of of everything with Charlie Kirk, I mean, all the like literally the NFL and like major stars and everybody coming to him and having moments of silence and prayer. And it's just nice to see. Um,
Well, we seen with Damar Hamlin on the Buffalo Bills. They came, both teams came together and did a prayer over that guy.
Looking at everything happening between Diddy and his parties, it's so amazing to see Justin Bieber choose the path of light. He decided recently to release a gospel album and say it's amazing. It is an understatement.
Mm. It's like kind of like a young Kanye, huh?
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Justin. Everybody want to turn to God once things get sour. Yeah, but I don't know. Dig in and explore that. Like, why would that be? Isn't that only
When the devil runs the world, everything is upside down.
Well, let me say this. If this is true, right? Everybody wants to turn to God when things get sour. If that's true, what does that actually mean? Break that down. It means everybody deep down actually believes in God.
We are naturally worshiping beings, David. You
You're gonna
either
turn. You're
worship
gonna turn
God
to.
or you
You're gonna
worship
turn to
something.
God when things get sour when you don't believe in God. Does that make any sense?
Nope.
You're turning to God because you do believe in God, and it's the
Yep.
last place you can turn. And maybe it's a better place to turn than Chat GPT.
Yeah. How about you go to Jesus with your self deletion?
How about 1,000,000 people a week who have suicidal thoughts go to church instead of Chat GPT?
That's a good point, David. I wonder what would happen in America. Could you imagine if there was 1,000,000 baptisms a week? That's interesting.
Ryan, Snap is set to expire. 40 million people, I
Allegedly.
believe, was the metric, are potentially going to lose Snap benefits. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Snap is the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. Sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, this is we had a talk about this a little while back with the old RFK Jr. stating
We're gonna take Coca-Cola and Doritos
sugary
off of
drinks
the
off a
snap.
Snap. Um,
Just let them fucking eat the shit, dude.
uh,
Just let them go. You'd have to throw out everything in the grocery store if that was the case.
Marissa McDonald says it is better than Will Smith's daughter has a song about leaving her conscious on Diddy's doorstep. Woof, woof,
What? What's it called?
woof. What is this song?
Wow, dude.
Will Smith's daughter?
Thanks for
What's,
the
what's,
input.
what's her name? Willow? Is that right? Or is that
Comment
the son?
section's on fire today, girls
Is
and
that the,
boys. This is
is that,
dope.
is that the son? Who's Willow Smith?
Probably I think, didn't he have a trans son? They kind of flipped.
Oh boy, is that real? Probably because of Diddy. Hold on, I'm gonna grok this thing. I turned to Jesus on this, but I don't think he knows the answer to this one.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Sold to Diddy hoax. Hold on, this is just a song though, right?
I left my conscience on Diddy's doorstep.
Yeah, I don't. Is it a song lyric? I don't know.
I whip my head back and forth.
Oh, I thought they respond. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. If you got more, if you got more about that, I'd be curious in that. I don't know if this doesn't say Diddy's doorstep. It says the doorstep. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Look, I'm going to say the same thing I said about Candace Owens. You know, Dave knows my, beliefs and all that, but I think the devil comes to you. Like, if you're just like in this world, especially these high class people, like, it's not even like you get raped by Diddy or something. That's not what I mean. Like, malevolence is one thing. It's
Oh,
there's
I know this song. Yeah. Okay, I know this song. Okay.
There was that saying during Nuremberg that you wouldn't know if the devil put his hand around your shoulder or something when he's in the same room as you or something. It was one of the things that the Nazis tried saying so that I was just following orders. And Nuremberg said that that's not a good enough example and a good enough answer. You need to have some moral discretion. But I will go further with that, David, that if we have no religion, do we even have a moral discretion when it's arguable that half of our morals are like at least started and enforced by some kind of religious ideology or some kind of empathy outside of yourself based in the spiritual realm of some kind, right? Like, if your body's a temple and you do unto others as you would do to yourself, you would admit that others are temples and spirits and
Well, my body absolutely is a temple, right?
yeah, body's a temple of fucking 700 grams of protein, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I truly believe the devil comes to these people. They uncloak. I think Candace Owens was approached. Um, that's why I think she had such a flip. I've said that publicly, like for a long time now. That I think like she was out shopping, and the devil came up, like the Lucifer TV show, that super handsome guy in a suit, like some shit like that, or a little old lady that like will snap and I've
Yeah.
heard. I'm getting goosebumps. I've heard I've heard too many stories now. They're all they're all cherry picked, but like there's no like I just everything I've been through in my life, I know what I know, and I know what I believe. But I do truly believe that sometimes you see these, you know, you can call them interdimensional beings, aliens. That's fine, but they come here and they tell you what's up. They know. You know, I think the
Well,
people that are watched know they're being watched or they're touched. And it's either by one side or the other or both. So, like, Mike Tyson has a famous thing that if you're favored by God, you're also favored by the devil. And it's your job when you are a favorite of the God and the devil that you go home with the guy that brought you to the dance. And, you know, I think that's
well,
everybody's test of fortitude.
I think we mentioned this on the show before because she was on Rogan at one point. But Anna Paulina Luna was also on Patrick Bet David recently, and she was talking about this wasn't supposed to be on the show, but I just since we're talking about interdimensional beings, she actually brought up interdimensional beings for like the fifth time now. This is a state representative talking about interdimensional beings and things that and it's just fucking it's incredibly wild for me to hear things.
Well, it's
Some
crazy
interesting
that in
stuff.
our life we've seen
And so
this
what I'll
flip.
tell you
We've
is
literally seen this
that
flip.
footage, the fact that it was dead drop to Burleson, I'm certain that there's more of where that comes from, and we are going to push for the declassification of stuff that we've seen because I think the American people deserve to see it. But I think, you know, you're never going to have the U.S. government admit or try to explain something if it's also somewhat not specifically pertaining to national defense. So if like it's not tech that we've made not involving a foreign government, I think that you're going to see a direct statement from that. What's interesting, and I kind of went into this with Joe Rogan, is when we were talking to some of the witnesses, they don't call them extraterrestrial. They call them interdimensional. There's also this aspect of these things defying physics as we know it. And then you look into
Some
texts that were
interdimensional.
removed from the Bible, like the Book of Enoch, that actually specifically address technologies, if you will, that were given to mankind or of entities not of human origin, non-human intelligence. So these are all things to consider when addressing the topic. But based on what I've seen, not speculating, based on the evidence that I've seen, there's something out there.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm tired of this I'm tired of this something out there if they're interdimensional. They're not intergalactic, right? Like we gotta break the stigma.
well, this
of
is the
that.
thing. Like we don't. I mean, we nobody knows what they are, but they exist.
If the thing defies physics and it's interdimensional, it would obviously be able to travel outside of our solar system. You know, like you know what I mean? Like if it's not defined by our plane of physics, it didn't come from this reality. That's far different than fucking Martians on a different planet. Like, let's be honest. Like, be honest with it. I would assume that the witnesses call them interdimensional beings because the fucking things say they're interdimensional.
The Clockwork Elves.
They tell you what they are, right? That's in all the books. The way you identify and catch a demon is by you know its name and you say its name in its oldest fucking form or whatever. There's a movie, Fallen, with Denzel Washington. I've talked about 100 times. It's a fucking awesome movie. I'm not saying it's copy paste, but that's in the scriptures and in fucking ancient magic. To find them, you have to identify them and say their name in a certain connotation and the rituals and the spirit. Like,
Well, that's funny that you say that because if I remember correctly, Tucker Carlson, who is big on the alien thing, has always said that they are spiritual beings.
yeah, they're interdimensional. He thinks they come from the water as well. They don't come from outer space.
Right, which I've heard several theories on this as well. I think that here's the thing that I think is most
Maybe
important.
water is the medium though that they need to come through the
Well, it could be.
interdimensions, which is why
I
they
don't
use water.
I don't know. I think here's the thing that's important though when we talk about this kind of stuff. Whether or not they're aliens from a planet, they're interdimensional, or they're spiritual beings, regardless of all of that, I think what needs to be understood is that there is clearly something that's not us with us. And we can get into the details later, But like, we need to admit there's things beyond our understanding with us. Because too many people just brush it. Well, it doesn't exist. It's fake. Dude, the amount of high level people who have talked about this publicly is insanity. There is something.
What's the Bible
maybe
say,
some
Dave?
of these. It may be some of these things, Ryan, could explain the pyramids. I don't know.
I heard Tucker went balls deep on it, he was on a rant on a stage talking about how there's hidden histories of the earth, and he's like talking about how there's a city in Chicago 1,000 years before anything they say and everything else.
What about the 31 Atlas?
Oh, dude, oh God, we're in the fucking weeds. What is the 31 at Barbarossa? Operation Barbarossa. Snap, David.
Where'd our boy? Snap. The third interstellar comet. Oh, right. Okay.
What's that, David? I don't know.
The 31 Atlas.
Oh yeah, it's on its way here, right?
Yeah. It's gonna only miss us by
just
millions of miles usually.
It's not gonna miss us by 10 million giraffes stacked on top of each other or whatever. It's 2 billion beluga whales away.
Yeah, Snap, Ryan.
Is it coincidence that it's called Snap and people are gonna break when they don't get it?
Are you doing your word thing again?
David, I am a wordsmith. I do hammer them until they make sense, David.
You really do try to smack them into place. No, I don't think so. But
those who control the food control the people. Henry Kissinger.
Kevin also we did a whole thing about that. Wasn't that one of our Kevin shows?
Yeah, he came on here and proved how they control the food and water supply and basically use it as mind control and basically a drug and medicine to sedate the population so that it retards your mind, makes you weak and not able to fight back, and basically depresses you or gives you anxiety. And the way that they genetically modify some of these organisms that we call food, when we ingest them, they can target some of your predispositions in your genome and trigger you epigenetically so that you have some of these diseases and cancers and medical conditions.
The whole time, Ryan? I feel like
David, you've been crooked since I met you in 2008, dude.
That's rude.
2010? 2010.
Can be better. Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry to take you on a ride, but I feel like I was crooked. It bothered me.
I'm sorry, 2011 I met you.
Crooked? Still
crooked? March 2011 I met you.
I don't know. What's something like that?
No, I remember.
You remember the month and the date, Ryan? The month and the year.
It is the one I started at the dealership. I moved from Ohio in 2010, and I moved back in January. Took me a month to get a job, so all of February, and I started in March.
I asked this seriously with somebody with a absolute dog shit memory. Is that a normal thing for people to remember like months and dates like that?
No,
or is it like your autism kicking in?
I mean, you can my Kevintism. You can ask the comments. There's 9 people here, but I truly think the reason I remember them is I've just had so many jobs that I've had to like put on like, when did you work at this place to this place? And I've just like had a rolling tally. I've also gone through and I've just documented my life to myself. So
that's true.
Yes, it's, I am artistic, so it could just be autistic. Sorry. I have the extra chromosome, David.
Yeah, I've had like literally 3 jobs in my whole life. So it's like, when did you work for this place? So. I don't know, like most of my life, and then this other place, the other most of my life. Like I don't.
And I was a paperboy before that.
Dude, I have damn near 20 years at 2 places.
That's dope, dude. You know what's crazy, David? I spent 8 years at one place. Okay, so 18 was when I left there. And from 2018 to today, I didn't work at a place for longer than a year, except for the current job I'm at. So in the 8 years after leaving the place, I didn't work at a place longer than 6 to 8 months, except for I've currently worked for the Union Hall for over a year.
That's like a lot of hopping around. I feel like that'd be exhausting.
Oh, it's been blast. Why is it exhausting? It's been blast.
exhausting.
I met so many people. I have so
don't
many.
even-
I've met so many people.
Dude, I literally
Cornucopias, Dave.
I literally plan things that are going to take 6 to 8 months to hatch. And like you're like somewhere else in 6 to 8 months. Like
Well, David,
how can
clearly
you
that's
even
why I'm
operate?
in my car and you have a toilet you have a toilet with a plug. So like, I mean, you're probably doing the right thing. You know?
Dude, the amount of people that comment on the toilet is wild.
It's my favorite thing about you. Is just
Dude,
like
I
knowing.
want a warm, clean
I
ass.
tell
I don't know what to
everybody
tell you.
I know, I talk to you about your toilet that plugs into the fucking wall, and they're like,
You gotta
"What?"
have a warm, clean ass. Like, you guys want
I
cold,
cannot
fucking dirty
wait to
asses? That's
blow
fine,
dry
man.
my balls so that alien could suck it, dude. Fucking-
Somebody asked Eve. Eve asked me the other day. She's like, "Are we bougie?" I was like, "I don't know. Who cares?" I don't know, is that supposed to
Yo, you
be
gotta ask. Yo, you gotta ask. You're bougie.
but like, is that an insult? I'm just like, in all
Oh,
seriousness, like when you,
being wealthy is an
dude, I
insult.
came from let me just say
A
this because
single studio bedroom apartment, evicted cars, addicted parents, bad spending habits, shitty girlfriends, shitty places to live, holdy clothes. I had holes in my shoes. Buy a fucking toilet. Fuck, I'll put another plug in so you can get another toilet and you guys can look at each other when you take a shit. I don't care, dude. Like, I really don't. I can't wait till your shower plugs into the fucking wall, dude. I gotta have the heated lamp floor with the lights, that ambient light. Your bathroom is going to be so bright when that fucking
we're getting there. We're getting there.
dude. It's going to look like a laser light show in there.
It's getting pretty close. I'll send you a picture later.
Fucking 8 billion lumens of fucking. Eve's gonna see. She's never gonna leave the house. She'll be like, dude, I have pores everywhere. Like, you only see that because you got a 30 magnifying fucking mirror on your face with every light that you could buy.
She said she did end up saying the shower was a little dark, but I was like, we got to get the vanity and stuff in. We'll see. But the wall's there. I get it, but I don't know.
I'm
Like,
fucking telling you, dude, it's gonna
how
be
bright
crazy.
you need it to be in there. I don't know.
It's gonna be the brightest room in your house.
It's the heaviest room in my house. I can tell you that. I'm waiting for the floor to cave. Dude, that is a 5,000-pound room. Dude, the weight of those tiles is crazy. And that fucking sink is heavy as fuck. The toilet's heavy as fuck. Stones are heavy as fuck. Dude, it's a heavy room. I'm borderline gonna go under there and reinforce the studs.
I would not walk under that part of your house ever. You should just frame that out with a wall underneath it and just call it a day.
I might have to put load bearing something down there.
Get the fucking jacks. The jacks.
That is a heavy room. Well, I mean, there's metal pillars right in the middle, so it's probably fine. But
that's that Pennsylvania steel.
We're off the rails. We were talking about
snap, David.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to go into the long, lengthy discussion about how government programs are nothing more than to make you dependent on the government, and then they leverage them against you when these government shutdowns happen because we can't pay our bills, allegedly, because our national debt is supposed to go to trillionaires. So, look, there's people online saying they're going to steal, rob, fucking, I have to pay for other people's kids, just the whole nine. There isn't an easy answer. The idea that we can't give food to veterans and homeless people and lesser fortunate and is crazy. Okay. I'm not encouraging, just like Mr. Jablonski, I'm not against the system. I'm against abuses. So I think the average adult would agree that everybody needs some help sometimes, but it's not meant to stay there. It's not meant for generations of people to live their entire lives off being fed from a government program. Food stamps is the modern breadlines. That's why you wait till the 1st and 15th to get it. Most people, every person I've ever known on food stamps personally, ran out of food stamps before the 1st and the 15th. So I don't know what to do. The idea that these people think they're just going to riot and start smashing shit is kind of crazy. I've gotten texts from people.
Get a rope says they're mad at the wrong poor person.
What does that mean? Elaborate.
Yeah.
That mad at themselves, you mean? Like they should be mad at themselves?
I don't know. They
I mean,
are mad at the wrong. Yeah. Put expand on that a little, because I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
yeah,
Who's
get a
they?
rope. Hi, man. It's nice seeing you again. You're a long time
Uh,
watcher.
if you missed our program earlier, if we did talk about people getting a rope and then getting to ChatGPT, so that was dark. I couldn't let it just go, right?
Yeah, so we went from super dark to people starving, which is not dark at all, David.
No, that's not very dark. No.
Starving and civilian
Okay,
unrest.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be like the fucking boomer guy on the program, but here we'll make a deal right now.
Okay.
You can't. You're so down on yourself. You can't afford food. Perfect. I'd like a review of your finances.
Mm.
I'll give you all the food stamp money you want. I want to review your review your finances. Can I consult you into better financial decisions before we start buying your food?
Can you change your financial situation until you change your brain, David?
You are mad at the wrong poor person? What right poor person should I be mad at? And it's not mad. It's not being mad, by the way.
I have family on food stamps. I
Yeah. We're
really
not
don't
like mad that people need help. I mean,
Look,
it's
I've literally bought food stamps off people. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I've literally bought, hey man, I'll give you $100 for $50 so they could go buy drugs. It's a felony.
I do appreciate you openly saying it on the program, though.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It happens every day. It happens all the time. It's like the main abuse thing. You used to have to, when my mom was on food stamps, she drove out of town because she felt embarrassed, which, I'm not going to get into that. But it was a fucking book that you like ripped off like a Monopoly $10 bill and gave her the fucking $10 bill. It wasn't just like an EBT card. Like, it was the food stamp system was a different system when it was initially set up. Now it's just like a fucking, like, is a bank. I'm not mad at them. I'm literally not mad at them. There's like, I forget the number of disabled people on food stamps. Those people need that shit. But your 18-year-old kid, can he get a job and like help out a little bit? Or like buy his own food? Or like steal the food from Walmart or like McDonald's that you work at, like a good little fast food worker? I stole food at the fucking restaurants I worked at. Are you kidding me?
Right?
You get one free meal a day. Really? I'm going to serve fucking 700 slices of pizza. I'm only going to get one for free. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. I make
the last 15
$8 an
minutes of the
hour.
show, is this last 15 minutes of the show just going to be you admitting to crimes?
I don't give a fuck. If they're going to, I don't care. It's past the statute of limitations, David, clearly.
Oh, they wouldn't change that to attack somebody.
Yeah, they'll just hack my podcast and say, hackers came in and changed the fucking program.
Listed Ryan as a female.
Yeah, please do, so I can go to all-girl prison. I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll just shave real good. I don't mean my face, Dave. I don't mean my face.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody's mad at the SNAP program.
They're leveraging people's stomachs to prove a fucking political point. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Fund the fucking food stamp thing. I don't care if it's Democrats, Republican. You can't leverage people's fucking... I can't imagine the stress that these people are under. Not that I agree. Once again, I don't want generations of people getting food from the government. They should be able to provide. We should be encouraging people to earn an income that allows them to buy their own food. Like, I say this all the time. It pisses me off when I drive through my community and they're building a new building and it's fast fucking food because nobody there can afford to do it. The people working there can't afford the rent in the community to the people they're serving the food to. I have a serious problem with that. Even the fucking managers at some of these places can't afford rent in the place they live. That's a problem. And once again, the robots are coming. So, like, we all might be on food stamps. They'll just call it something different.
Interdimensional stamps.
They're leveraging people's stomachs to make people irrational so that they make an emotional decision about a political decision, which, quite honestly, is out of our fucking hands. There's no amount of calls of Congress that is going to make people... Dude, this is what governments do when they're corrupt. They leverage their benefits against you. They'll do it to the unions. They'll do it to the teachers. They'll do it to the electricians. They'll do it to the police. They'll do it to the fucking social workers. They will do it every single time. Meanwhile, they're bankrupting us through fucking record high inflation, and then the United States is going to offset its debt by buying cryptocurrency. You know, I just read the article in the Buffalo News, David. Most of the reason why New York State is going all electric and all these solar farms and all this solar panel technology is to pay for cryptocurrency and fucking AI. The energy they need, all the grid, everybody's bitching about the increase in electric bills. It's because of cryptocurrency. It's because of artificial intelligence. It's not electric cars. That may be part of it, but it's for crypto. That's how much demand there is. That's how much draw on the grid there is.
Marissa McDonald says there are plenty of people who are unemployable, mental health issues, addiction, etc.
Yeah, you like. There's no way you're gonna balance your checkbook if you're fucking mentally ill or addicted to something.
No, it's the
It's
last
just-
thing you care about.
Yeah, I mean, the reason you're like addicted to something is because you can't balance a checkbook. You're like, your life sucks, and you're like, at least I'm high. Being high makes your shitty life a little less shitty.
They need help. They do need help. I don't
Open
and
mental institutions.
I don't want to say nobody. But certainly here, we would always be on board. At least me personally, I've always said this too, especially with children. Even though I don't think government provides the best solution ever in any circumstance, I'm not going to be the one to complain that people who need help get help. That's not going to be me. But I also don't want to get in this idea that there's no, like Ryan said, waste, fraud, abuse. I don't want to get into this idea that the SNAP program isn't lending out money to people who certainly could help themselves if they chose to. And there has to be a way to do this better where you don't have that kind of activity.
Well, it's also fucked up because you can get a job at McDonald's for 23 hours a week, be under the federal guidelines, and get food stamps, get Belmont, get Section 8, get your heat paid for. So it's like they actively choose to work part-time so that they can offset the difference. And then when you factor those together, it's like they're making $70,000 a year. Dr. Phil did this during the election. He showed the chart that if you do the part-time thing and collect all the stamp, you're making more than somebody with a bachelor's degree that goes to work every day. And then this goes back in the whole thing of why communism never works, because all the people that create things lose the incentive to create stuff because you're giving all of my creations away for nothing. And people need purpose. That's the other thing when it comes to this whole thing. We probably could just give everybody food. I said this to a friend of mine. Everything could be free. The issue with that is we have no purpose. Like, how do humans find meaning in a world when everything's there? Frederick Dostoevsky said, I think it was him or Nietzsche, if humans, all they had to do was lay on a beach and worry about reproduction of their own species and lay there and eat cake, the first thing they would do is tear it down so they had a justifiable reason for their existence. Why am I to think because I have a smartphone with the apple bitten out of the back of it that we're any different? You get dopamine on the way to something that is pursuing a purpose. And when people are non-aligned with purpose, they will get swallowed up by life. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter where you grow up. It doesn't matter if you're on food stamps or you grew up with a silver spoon. If you don't have purpose, you will destroy the very system that you are a part of. Because you have to justify your existence. And if your existence is miserable, you will make misery for everybody else's existence. Which is why 99.99999% of us became concentration camp guards in Nazi Germany. And you told me to put a fucking mask on. Which I knew didn't work, but that's besides the point, David. SNAP is the Civil War engine. The way that they're using this is the Civil War engine to purposely divide people along very particular lines. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what will happen. They will know that people that will come out to our places to rob our food will get shot by people that have money and guns. Also, this isn't even touching on the FEMA camp initiatives, David, that the government owns all the food in the grocery store during a national disaster or national emergency. And what's to think that Trump wouldn't just claim a national emergency? So that you can't even go to Walmart and steal it because they'll have armored guards there. And then what? I got to wait in line for my bread like I did in 1913? So be careful which edge of the blade we skate, because it's the same shit. You just take the left foot on and put it in the right shoe.
Precious Moments on YouTube says, what? Wow. What? Wow. What? What? Wow. What? I don't know what they're whatting and wowing.
I don't know. I love the YouTube comments. Fucking
5
years of pod and get ignored, and here we are.
Marissa McDonald, they built a whole electric factory in Tennessee to power Grok. Yeah. And imagine all the
dude,
water
that is
necessary
just
to
the
cool it.
start. Dude, I'm an electrician. That's the start, dude. I go to my hall, I talk to people about crypto, and they're ignorant. The people that make the fucking shit are ignorant on this. Like, dude, it's crazy. People do not understand what is coming. I don't even understand it. And not that I'm some fucking whiz kid, but like, I can wire up the crypto farm, and I still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, you sent me that video a while back. What I presume was actually, in the grand scheme of things, probably a relatively small crypto farm. And it was like a
$1 million
giant
electric bill every 3 months.
It was a giant empty warehouse just with like, dude, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just the scale of it was incredible. To be there was probably
3,000
something
computers.
else.
Probably 3,000 computers. The room I was in there, it was cold. They had to suck in the cold air to cool all the computers down. It was crazy. But look, Snap will snap. That's the way it works. The government shows its teeth, it bites its hand, the whole nine. You know, Kathy Hochul in New York says that Snap's got to run out here, and she set aside a bunch of money. She's about to get reelected here, trying to get reelected here. Nancy, friend of the show, is
that
actually
almost
helping
sounds like the state doing something the state would be more responsible for, to be honest with you.
100%. But Nancy Orticelli, friend of the show, is actually right. She's working for the person running against Kathy Hochul. So I'm sure on the opposite aisle of the spectrum, it's going to be a hard thing. Rush Limbaugh said for years, it's hard to beat Santa Claus when he gives away free shit. And also, let's not be honest, the more people on food stamps, the more that food goes up, because the people that aren't on food stamps have to buy the food with their own money.
It's actually literally why college is expensive. That same theory. Ryan, before we get out of here, do you want the mystery thing?
Yeah, of course, David.
Can I just leave with the fact this is really stupid, but I saw it, it made me laugh. In a world where sometimes you need a laugh and a smile, this post was shared to me amongst some people that I know. The LP National through the LP Mises Caucus, they're starting an organization to free Joe Exotic, Ryan. Now finally, the Tiger King can be free.
Barrel of basking.
This is real. Yeah, this is real. Listen, the Libertarian Party, you could say what you want about them. I get it. We'll probably never have a Libertarian president or a Libertarian anything. But if they free Joe Exotic, God damn it, they did their job. Get that man out of there.
Isn't it crazy they got nothing better to do than save like a Netflix celebrity?
I think that they'd probably
a meth head.
To do it. They just can't.
Meth head. They're trying to free him so that he's the fucking presidential nod, David. That's the gravy right there. That's the baby gravy on that one. They'll get him to be president. His VP will be one of his tigers, and America will be truly ran by the big cats like it's supposed to be, David. Fuck the Eagles, you know?
That's an America I want to live in, Ryan.
Well, until I get a white Bengal tiger for president. Dave Ryan, December 1773. Catch us on YouTube with comments, apparently.
We've been on
Rebel
YouTube,
for the greatest podcast. What?
We've been on YouTube for like the whole time.
Fuck YouTube. Suicide. Shit. Piss. Cunt. Whatever I can't say. Dave Ryan, December 1773. Catch us on Rebel, greatest podcast, human history. Help Dave and I get to 100,000 views so I can rub it in everybody's face I know personally that said I would be nothing in this world. As always, David, I appreciate you most for your time, and I will see everybody tomorrow.
I need everyone to know I'm streaming from my toilet when the bathroom's done. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Ryan.
Heated ass.